The Great Barrier Reef is one of the most amazing places where you can see beautiful coral reefs and marine life. Only due to climate change, sea temperatures are increasing, allowing coral bleaching to occur. Coral becomes to starve as the relationships between coral and marine algae zooxanthellae are impeded, causing the coral to lose their colours and become white. If normal levels of zooxanthellae return and the stresses are removed, bleaching only temporarily inhibits coral growth. Coral bleaching can be restored to the original health if the sea temperatures are quickly dropped to the original temperature and can recover the zooxanthellae within a few months. Coral bleaching and the effects can be found in many areas such as Hawaii, Bermuda and Lord Howe Island, but the area most critically affected is the Great Barrier Reef in Queensland, Australia. The Great Barrier Reef is the world's largest reef system that stretches over 2,600 kilometres, comprised of thousands of individual reefs, where 93% of the Great Barrier Reef has been affected by coral bleaching, with the islands closer to the north being more severely impacted upon. Bleaching can always occur depending on the environmental situation and the impacts received, but the most significant wild-scale event known as mass bleaching began in 1998 all the way throughout until 2006. The Great Barrier Reef was the most significantly affected by this bleaching event during 1998 and 2002, with more than 55% of the reef being impacted upon. The sudden 0.4 degrees change in sea temperature, although it may not seem like much, began to have a detrimental impact on the reef, which can still be seen in our current times. If coral is not restored to the original health, it can critically affect the biodiversity of the marine life, where it can drive large shifts in fish communities, which means that the rate of certain reef species being caught is reduced and may impact the food supply of both marine life and communities. Also, with increased scientific research into the effects of coral bleaching, it has been shown that the ecological impacts of coral decline can have detrimental effects on fish communities. With the tourism industry of the Great Barrier Reef being impacted by coral bleaching, along with the delicate biodiversity of marine life, it is even more crucial that the Great Barrier Reef is sustained and restored, especially with the negative implications on the tourism industry affecting the local and wider community, such as jobs being lost and tourists may not be allowed to swim amongst the reef due to the severe impact of coral bleaching. There are many programs, initiatives and websites to help the effects of coral bleaching. The Nature Conservancy suggests several ways to help protect the coral reefs, such as conserving water, reducing pollution and spreading the word, ways that do not necessarily require one to be a scientist. Another way is to become a part of the Coral Reef Alliance, which involves working with people around the world and taking part in conservation programs that improve coral reef health and resilience. There are also initiatives such as the Reef 2050 Long-Term Sustainability Plan by the Australian Government. That is a 35-year plan that involves a sustained investment for its future and more to help keep the Great Barrier Reef sustainable and address coral bleaching. The future and restoration of the Great Barrier Reef is reflected through the actions of our community and is why it is critical that we explore and understand the environment we live with.